And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Now 1st and 10 here for Hal and the Commanders at their own 24. Here's Gibson to start the drive.
And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Extra receivers help spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
On 2nd down, here's Gibson again.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Hal trying to pick it up on 3rd. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. 3rd down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out, but his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
Sliding out of the pocket. Short throw there, caught by Thomas. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 5. They'll run for the first time here with Brian Robinson.
And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. That is caught. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 15 yards the pickup. 1st down, Washington. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want their body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Throwing here, Howell. This is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Curtis Samuel, 28 yards. And the Commanders are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. They said that they wanted to get him involved early, and what a way to cap their opening drive, Charles. We know he's one of the fastest receivers in the NFL, and he showcased it on that play.
And when you have a guy like that, you want to make sure the defense sees him early, right? You want to see how they're going to adjust, how they're going to try and guard him, because they can't replicate his speed in practice unless they've got one of the few guys who are as fast as he is. And all it took was one drive. He burned them, and I don't think it's the last time they call his number in this one.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. He might take this all the way. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, 49ers.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, and if you do, you're taking on some responsibility, but he was happy to do so there.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And good coverage there on special teams as he'll get him down shy of the 20. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Second down and a run by Robinson.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
And he'll be brought down right on the 50, a gain of 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
This to McLaurin out on the left side. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 36. First catch here by McLaurin, and he's got himself a first down.
Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit, and that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions. Even when you're taking some hits, sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions, step up, and make those throws, and he did that.
Second down, Howell now. He'll get this into the hands of Antonio Gibson.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 25-yard line.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Back to the ground with Gibson.
And he'll get a couple here down to the 22.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
3rd and 8. Howell, he'll look to throw it. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal.
Out of the gun, it's Howell. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the Niners are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front. because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a...
Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Martin, and he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick six.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a heck of a return as he goes out of bounds across the 50 inside the 45.
For a quick second there, I thought we were about to have a repeat performance of a kickoff return for a touchdown. This guy's on fire today.
Fresh off that pick six, here's Purdy.
The 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, 42 yards. And the 49ers have moved down in front. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? R-A-C?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Moody good with the extra point.
And the lead is now 21-14.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away.
Well, now how about this return?
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Powell's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
As the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Powell.
And it's a fumble. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
You can admire his willingness to sacrifice his body to try and pick up the first down, and I do. But let's face it, you know his coaches are going to warn him about diving or extending for a marker for this exact reason. So much easier to have the ball knocked free when you're extended like that. So if you're going to dive, you got to make sure you secure the football, which he didn't.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10.
The throwing here, Purdy. Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down.
Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Back to throw, Purdy.
Open man, there's Gray. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back.
Taking it right down Broadway.
the first half. And the 49ers will extend their lead here just before halftime.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. And we'll still have time for one play before the half, as this will be fair caught and brought out to the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. One last shot before the break. Howell. That went behind his man. Incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Commanders take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Howell and the Commanders come up now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Second half starts with a run by Gibson. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Here's Howell to throw on 2nd down. Over the middle, he gets it to Gibson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards there and a Washington first.
We often talk about understanding the playbook, understanding progressions, and understanding what the defense is doing. We saw all of that on that play. Great recognition and understood where his running back was going to be. Found a way to have him leak out underneath, hit him with the football, and they picked up the 1st down.
Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 7 at the 45-yard line.
Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Howell throwing on 3rd down here. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 29-yard line. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. And Nick Bosa so quick on the outside. He gets in there to bring him down. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Howell's throw complete to Dotson. He got 29 yards that time.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Howell from the gun. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
Now Howell. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
All right, Captain, it's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you've kind of run out of your running plays. Fire another one into the end zone.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a fourth down. Well played.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. Back to throw, Howell. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And this pass caught by Gray. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. And that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I've got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
And he is going to have the 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the 4th and final quarter. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
2nd down and right back to McCaffrey. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Going for it, it's Mitchell. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. Kyle Shanahan, an offensive mind, but his guys stopped up short. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. First down, Howell to throw. Open man is Samuel, complete. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up 2nd down. And Howell will throw it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And the 49ers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, down 2 scores in the 4th quarter. It maybe wasn't quite desperation time, but it was getting close. And that interception there on the deep ball, that probably slams the door on their chances.
And maybe that was the thought process, that it wasn't quite desperation time. So now you take the shot before they're going to lay back any farther on defense. Go ahead and throw it downfield. Unfortunately, it didn't work.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
Purdy will set up to throw it here.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
Picked off by Cameron Curl.
And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Howell's throw taken in by Samuel.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Howell to the air on 1st and 10.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the Niners are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
Purdy looking to throw. And that one into the hands of Ayuk downfield.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. And defensively trying to beat the 2-minute warning with a timeout, and they do. Calling it with 2:04 left. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey.
Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout.
It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
They run over center with Mitchell.
And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here.
Purdy with it on 3rd and long.
And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. Here comes the 49ers punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback.
Here's 1st and 10. Here's Howell. Oh, and the tackle comes quickly. That's only going to get him a couple. Howell with one final shot. And that one into the hands of Brown downfield.
A beautiful fake.
Kind of a strange ball game, Charles. We did not have a single point by either team after half. Really a defensive clinic by both sides.